Good morning. Well, I grew up here not because of coronavirus, it's because I'm a Jewish guy and religious, and this period after Passover for 33 days we do not shave. But my beard is growing, I look okay, I'm fine with it. Uh, I'm a drop of high school basically. I completed my education later on while I was working in Israel, and became an electrical engineer. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm a political junkie and I'm involved in the political matters around the world, not only in the United States. I'm willing to challenge every one of the anchors on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox also regarding to interpretation of a coronavirus and how it was created and how it was implied on the United States and around the world. This is the World War III without shooting any bullet or missiles or anything. This is the war between communism and federalism or freedom. And the war basically is the same war that Democrats doing against Republican in the United States. Now, the last 3.5 years, there have been 3 or 4 attempts to topple Trump. I do not believe in conspiracies, but I know that the evil always one step ahead of everybody else. So if you look backward, basically since Trump was elected, or even prior to that, the one and only purpose of the media in the United States is to topple him. Not only the media is an arm of the DNC. Now, you guys heard probably about globalists. The globalists basically want one government that controls the world. One world, one government. Basically, we all become slave of a regime and communist doctrine of China. The story about China is too simple, basically. China was closed until 1973 or 74, basically 1972, to whole world. Nobody could go in, nobody could get out. The borders were closed, no airlines flew ever to China, to Beijing, to Wuhan, or anywhere in China. Closed country, like North Korea today, for example, is exactly what it was 1972. China was opened by Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon basically wanted to get away from his internal crimes for the Watergate burglary, and he opened the door to China. Later on, Clinton, with his treaties, sold literally every manufacturing that was existed in the United States. Opened the door to China for the Chinese student to study here, to steal the technology of the United States and provide cheap material with cheap labor to the United States. And that exactly what happened since 1990. So Chinese since then became most powerful country in the world, militarily and economically. Basically, America built China and is still doing it. is all greed of money. Nothing but money. The war today, in this war today, Chinese are the winners. They're the one that have the globalists with them, the Democrats with them, the European Union with them, and they specifically could target countries and entities that economically were ahead of China prior to their invention. This is an invention by China's Communist Party in our life. And who else really like it? If you notice, the people like AOC or the Green Deal people. What the Green Deal wanted to totally bankrupt the fossil fuel industry, and they managed to do it. Even though in California we're still paying $3 or $3.50 a gallon, price of oil basically is minus, is negative, is fell. Most of the airlines, or all the airlines basically, are closed and shut down. That's what they wanted. So Green Deal is in effect, basically. That's why the coastal countries, like states like New York and California and Washington State I'm talking about, and Oregon, and all this area were the target of the coronavirus that was created basically by Bill Gates with the help of the Chinese. So here we are in the middle of the war, and America cannot see that because the politics of the United States are wrong and has been wrong. We needed a guy like Reagan today that fought the Cold War and bankrupt the Soviet Union, SSSR. Unfortunately, Donald Trump, even though has the same idea of Ronald Reagan, is not a good speaker and cannot explain that clearly to American people to understand that in this war, if America and West lose, we lost our freedom. Is worse than Nazism and Hitler. Much worse than that. Because we know that the Germans targeted the Jews, killed 6 million of them. 6 million compared 7.2 billion is literally nothing. But 6 million innocent people were killed. So the death toll in China is not 3,000, it's probably over 300,000, and God knows, maybe 3 million. Because 3 million people for 1.4 billion population is drop in a bucket. Chinese do not give a damn about human life. Never did, never will. Only in USA, and the freedom that we have, we know what life means. Now, this is a war, and the Chinese are winning it very, very badly. It's about time that United States of America wake up and fight this war. 50,000 dead is not enough sacrifice for freedom that we are losing. Fact, we lost our freedom. I'll talk to you later. Bye.